I didn't expect to get attached to these games this quickly, but these Otome demos wasted no time. I discovered 5 demos which completely surprised me, be it their writing style, the atmosphere, or simply how fast they hooked me. Here are the 5 Otome demos you should check out before the full games drop. I hope this video helps you find your next romance obsession. House of Petals is a romance psychological thriller Otome with point-and-click investigation sections. It's a combination of slow-paced horror, mystery, and an extremely obsessive love story. You find yourself in a beautiful yet strange location known as the Lotus Pavilion and have no recollection of your identity whatsoever. There is only one person living there, Han, a mild-mannered painter, claiming himself to be your husband, saying that your amnesia resulted from a recent accident. Although Han is an incredibly considerate and caring person, his perfection becomes suspicious, and the more you explore, the more things stop adding up. However, time is running out, as you only have 4 days to investigate your surroundings to find out more about yourself and your situation. In terms of gameplay, the title features a visual novel format coupled with a point-and-click investigation aspect that lets you collect information to build a picture of events. Replay value is high, with several different paths players can take and many possible endings, including plenty of bad ones to hunt down. The demo itself has 6 bad endings and 2 non-bad paths you can pursue. In terms of characters, you have Han, your devoted husband, the mysterious man who has a connection to the secret location, and An, the servant who seems suspicious. I enjoyed hunting down the bad endings, and can't wait to unravel the mystery of who the main character is and what's really happened to her. I also can't decide if I want to run away from Han or go along with the whole husband and wife thing. The base game will be free to play and includes most of the romance endings, but there will be DLC that greatly enhances the game. It'll include a hidden area of the mansion, new storylines and endings tied to the hidden area, the ability to romance a secret love interest, additional romantic choices you can choose during the story, extra romantic CG illustrations, more dates, and additional endings. If you enjoy yandere characters, dark romance, and games where you have no clue what's going to happen next, give this one a try. Jest Masters is a comedy mystery Otome packed with humor. There are non-stop dad jokes, cringe puns, and a surprisingly serious mystery underneath it all. The main character is called Name, a girl who has been cursed by an imaginary creature known as the Jester, who supposedly brings happiness to children. Unfortunately for her, the only thing she got out of this gift is the inability to stop making puns, which she constantly does, but no one laughs at. After attending Marnie High, the elite high school, where she gets acquainted with some interesting classmates, Name finds herself surrounded by some disturbing secrets. As it turns out, there is much more to her curse than she originally thought. The cast includes Rico, a serious scholar who absolutely hates your jokes, but worries about you anyway. Matt, your childhood friend and resident meme lord who may know more than he lets on. Seth, a kind upperclassman hiding something dangerous. And Nyx, a charming model with a very two-faced personality. The demo contains 6 chapters of the common route, plus 1 chapter of 4 character routes, so you get a solid taste of both the romance and the mystery. The full game will contain 25 plus hours of playtime, 20 plus CGs, 4 character routes, and potentially an additional secret route, multiple endings, music, fan art, a CG gallery, and potentially chibi CGs and a meme gallery. I enjoyed the demo a lot. I played through the common route and stopped after that point since I didn't want to be spoiled on any character routes. I like that the game is mostly lighthearted and full of jokes and funny moments, but there are multiple mysteries going on in the background to keep things interesting. I think my favorite boy so far is Nyx, since he's more flirty, but I wonder what his true personality is going to be like. However, I think Matt is the perfect goofy match for the main character. Knee Deep in Love is a highly unpredictable yandere romance visual novel taking place at Pebblestone University, where your love life is actually quite deadly. As an incoming freshman, you discover something disturbing. Your childhood best friend, roommate, and partner on your research project have a serious crush on you. It goes beyond a mere obsession, to the point where it's clear they'd kill for you. The game follows you throughout your university life and focuses on uncovering who can actually be trusted among the crowd. That involves searching for clues online, dealing with college stress, and avoiding total mental breakdowns as the situation escalates. Your love interests are Milo, your childhood best friend, who appears to be harmless but maybe too affectionate. Anthony, your brooding roommate who keeps secrets and has suspicious bloodstains in his laundry. Riley, your overbearing project partner, who may be even more infatuated with you than he admits. While the demo version is not fully complete, it provides a lot of content to explore, including several CGs, some partial voice acting, and a number of branching story paths. If you're into yandere characters and messy high-stakes romance, this is one for you. I thought the game was going to be pretty tame when I started out with Anthony's route, but things escalated quickly on the other two guys' routes. I thought he would be my favorite looks-wise, but with how the routes played out, I think Milo might end up being my favorite. It's rare for me to like the childhood friend trope. The demo lets you play through the common route and then asks you who you want to pursue. I was hoping there would be a route with Cal, but he's sadly just a side character. There was voice acting up until choosing a specific route. I'm really hoping the full game has everything voiced because it added a lot to the game. It's such a treat to play a game where all the love interests are yanderes. I expect to see a lot of messed up stuff. Also, there was some controversy about this game not really being an Otome game since you get to choose your gender at the start, but I'm including it anyway because all the love interests are guys, and if you choose to be a woman, it plays out exactly like an Otome game would. But I thought I would mention it in case you're an absolute purist. Salvis Ares is an edgier and darker fantasy Otome, where your character starts the game right from a bad ending. Yep, you're already dead. After being killed through an execution, your character will awaken in the afterlife with no recollection of her previous life. Instead, you're told you're now a Reaper who needs to fulfill her tasks in order to absolve herself of her past sins. While performing your tasks, you'll start uncovering fragments of your lost memories in the process. You'll also be uncovering the secrets of those surrounding you. Is there any chance you can redeem yourself, or will you drag everyone down with you? The full game will have 5 romance routes, a lovely OST, sweet epilogues, and good and bad endings to chase down. Additionally, there will be a meter to track progress towards a certain type of ending per route to help keep you on track. The demo has partial voice acting that seems to kick in randomly, but surprisingly the MC is also voiced. Regardless of what you name her, they voice the canon name in the text, which is immersion breaking, so I recommend just keeping her name default. All the love interests are Reapers, but you've got angels and demons mixed in there too. It didn't seem like choices mattered much, as the story played out largely the same no matter what I chose. I had a hard time remembering the guys' names, and left not knowing much about their personalities aside from Aureus, since he's a classic tsundere. They even called him one at some point, which felt a bit off given the setting of the game. It blends a modern fantasy world with historical settings, and it feels like a bit of a weird mix. Like there was one part where a character said bros before hoes, and it felt so out of place. There's lots of lore dumping in the common route, or at least in the 5 chapters that are available in the demo. Sadly, there were no CGs in the demo, which was a bit of a letdown. It took me 2.6 hours to play through, so it was pretty chunky. I don't really get why the guys are so attached to the MC and why they're so willing to sacrifice themselves for her. I have no clue where the story is going or how romance is going to fit in. It's currently available in early access with 1 route accessible, so I'm definitely waiting for the full release, especially since there's supposed to be full voice acting in the final product. Algorithm Prescription is a science fiction Otome game which takes place in the dystopian city, Zenoria. In this futuristic city, everything from one's reputation to job performance to love interest is determined by their empathy score. The demo revolves around Ko, a worker at a hospital who was abruptly transferred to public relations. Your role as an intern is to assist her in making the promotional material for the hospital. As Ko becomes plagued by her insecurities about her abilities, as well as the pressure to excel, her empathy score fluctuates, which is scary in a world in which one's feelings are continually monitored. This demo serves as a standalone side story from Ko's point of view before the beginning of the actual plot. The 3 love interests are Shu, Tachibana, and Octo. Shu is an esteemed psychiatrist at Zenoria Hospital who also happens to be childhood friends with Kokoro. Tachibana is her neighbor who helps keep her apartment clean and claims to be 100 years old. Octo is the flirty character shrouded in mystery. He seems to be pushing for her to spend more time with Shu for some reason. The demo lets you get to know some of the lore, but is mostly there to spend a bit of time with each love interest. I was happy to see a CG for each guy. The world building is great, and I enjoyed getting to know each character better. I liked Tachibana's dynamic with Kokoro the most, though I usually prefer the flirty characters. I'm very curious why Octo spent so much time talking about Shu and his route. None of the other guys really talked about each other. The game is voiced in Japanese, but the MC isn't voiced, which is typical. The art is gorgeous and the soundtrack is great. I can't wait for the full release. And those are the 5 Otome demos that I believe are absolutely worth playing, be it the chaos, drama, or simply discovering your next favorite love interest in advance. Each of them made a huge impact on me as a demo, and I'm excited to see where they go next. Which demo did you like best? And let me know if there are any other demos I should check out. If you like the video, press the like. If you want to see more of me, subscribe. I cover cozy games, RPGs, and visual novels. Bye guys!